Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Lady Ray Ashton Dragon Elf. There is the Alonis in there, but that's just kind of there for now. Let's see. This is my 15th vlog, and now to give you all of you an update on my week. Let's see. What is the first thing? Okay, yeah. I live in California. It's actually gotten hot where I've been living. Hot compared to what I'm comfortable with. When I go for a walk, I like low 50 degrees Fahrenheit because I don't have to, I can wear shorts, I can wear a t-shirt, a short sleeve t-shirt, and I don't overheat. And I have to take off my sweatshirt. But it was getting up towards like high 80s, low 90s, somewhere in that neck of the woods. And I'd totally forgotten how to act when we have to run the AC at home. So I was roasting the other day and I was extremely tired. I could not snooze very well because of how tired not because of how tired I was, but because of the heat. It was just not comfortable for me. I did have my fans running, the one over here and my ceiling fan up here, but it wasn't enough to really cut the heat. It was really unbearable for me, and I'd forgotten how to act as was like my self-conscious introvert self was not having it on conversing with, like, say, my mom. Hey, is it okay if I turn on the AC? Or just to go ahead and just turn on the AC. So I was roasting that day. I was not very comfortable. It was, I don't know, probably Friday when that happened. Okay, so here's something that was really funny. My mom, she's a university student, and she was trying to work on some of her homework and schoolwork in the dining room, at the dining room table. And I was in the kitchen. I don't remember what I was doing. Honestly, don't. Probably making a bunch of noise. Just making random noises with my vocal cords. And she goes and tells me, if you don't knock this crap off or go... sorry. I'm reading my notes and I misread what I was trying to read what I wrote down in my notes. She told me, knock this crap off or you're going to go for a 2.5 hour walk, because that 2.5 hours would be at noon and then she would be done. But I ended up this mischievous grin, and I went and fetched Mr. Doodoo. This here is Mr. Doodoo. A friend of mine ended up getting him for me, and so I placed him on the table next to her, and I proceeded to knock him off the table. So I knocked the crap off the table. And then I told her, well, now I don't have to go for a 2.5 hour walk. It was so funny. My mom, she just face palmed and busted up laughing over it at how ridiculous it was. So it was a funny moment how I got out of walking 2.5 hours, which actually she was joking about that, but about me going for a 2.5 hour walk. And as I had walked off to get Mr. Doodoo, she had became paranoid that I was going to go for a 2.5 hour walk. No, I was going to get Mr. Doodoo. It's a really original name, I know, but it just fit, and that's the name I picked. I have not done any exercise videos because I've been nauseated and such, but with stomach aches, probably a bit of indigestion, I'm trying to push past that to get some exercising in. Has not been successful thus far. But I have been doing a fair amount of walking. Practically every day I go for a walk. Yesterday I didn't go for a walk, but I did go to the store with my mom, so that worked. But I did something I had not done in a long time. On Saturday, I actually completed 2 of my drawings. Both of them were sitting in my drawing folder, and I had not completed them, but I finally completed them. And I was like really, really proud and about completing them. I will post links below in the comments section of my video and author's comment to both of them, in which you will notice that my icon right now, assuming it has thoroughly changed through, is of my newest drawing. So you'll see the full drawing. I just had to alternate the colors I had in the background of my line art in it for my icon. I like it better. And speaking of art, okay, if you've been to my channel before, you know that I have talked about being on DeviantArt. At least I think I have. But you've noticed probably in the comment section that I have links to DeviantArt accounts. Well, they're just really to help filter what I have, because I have a lot of stuff in my main account. But because of how things are going with DeviantArt, the head honcho is running the site, making it very unuser friendly, pushing a new site update that a ton of the artists that use DeviantArt do not like, and they're not listening to the artists, which it sounds like the people running DeviantArt, even though it sounded like it switched who was running it, who owned it, but they just never really listened to the artists at times. And it was really unique the way it was before. Now with what they're trying to push, DeviantArt's Eclipse, they it's practically plagiarism. And also, like, even the icon, how it's changed, it's like it's plagiarism of something. And so potentially they will be put in their place by authorities over it. I don't know really what's going on. But what I do know is on DeviantArt, they are having, artists are having a 3-day sound of silence from March 1st to March 3rd. I forget which time zone, but 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. of no activity whatsoever on the site. So I'm actually I joined the petition, and it will not be on DeviantArt. So for now, I've stopped uploading things to DeviantArt. I uploaded my last post on both accounts, and I will be uploading art, drawings, and such, and probably even literature as well, to my Ello account that I will be linking in the description below. And I actually quite like this site. It's fun, it's easy, it's like a blog itself. I haven't thoroughly explored it yet. That's on my to-do list. But yeah, I'm liking it a lot more. And yeah. So my username on there is Alonice1, and my name on there is Lady Ray Ashland D. But it's technically Dragon Elf. That's because I couldn't fit the Dragon Elf in my name because of how long it is. Okay, so here's another funny one. My dad used to drive truck. He was when he drove truck, he was in the western states, the coastal states, California, Oregon, Washington. And my mom, she used to drive truck too, but she ended up doing cross country one year. So she went across the states. Within the past year, my brother actually became a truck driver, and he's currently driving, I think the term is cross country, it's just the same as my mom. But he's, I know of 2 times that he challenged my dad to race him to a certain state. Now, he was trying to challenge our dad to racing on was actually American Truck Simulator, because both of them play it, and my brother also knew that at the time, the 2 states that my brother challenged him to weren't free to get. You can actually get them as a download. But my dad, he's just waiting out as they're working on creating more states for American Truck Simulator, that's when he's getting it, when they're done with it. But my dad, he had left himself in Washington, had to make a delivery and then pick up another load. And then he was going somewhere in Arizona. But my brother, he was headed to Phoenix, Arizona yesterday. And so my dad ended up driving his truck, hightailing it. Oh my gosh. Some of these corners, you could just hear him groaning and moaning as he's trying to turn to make the corner. And didn't always work that well. But he went and told me I did not drive like this when I drove truck. My dad told me that. As it's a huge relief that, yeah, he wasn't driving that 95 miles per hour down the road and taking the turn at like 70 miles per hour. When in real life, you really shouldn't be doing that. But I had a lot of fun watching him play it as he was racing my brother to Phoenix, Arizona. And it was actually my dad who won. And he ended up calling up my brother because they were on the phone together. But I just realized I forgot to mention that. In American Truck Simulator and the European Truck Simulator, it's all abbreviated of what it really looks like, because they can't really put in every single nitty-bitty detail, like all those small towns and such, because it's supposed to be like a shorter, condensed version of the real life roads. Yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying with my brother. He was actually like 43 miles outside of Phoenix, Arizona when my dad called him back up after the phone connection that they had for the call ended. And my dad was like, "Geez, where are you?" It was funny. It was really fun. Little competition. My dad figured he was going to win anyways. But yeah, okay. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Because I've covered everything on my notes. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Honestly, I don't think there was anything else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah. Earlier I mentioned I had completed 2 drawings. I don't know why I did not mention this earlier, but one of the drawings is for a competition for that morgue official is holding on. That's the voting is going to take place on April 30th. And it's really what it is all about is, I think I actually spoke of this in my other video, but it's about us creating a world that is like our ideal world. And one of my drawings is for that. And yeah, that's going to be in the description box below. A new friend of mine who said that I actually might have a stand a chance at winning some of the prizes with my drawing, with how intricate it was and complex. I'm trying not to get my hopes up because I don't want to be thoroughly disappointed about not winning, but it's like to hear somebody say that I actually stand a chance against other creators, it's lifted my spirits and hope. So I'm going to call that good, and I hope all of you take good care of yourself. Go ahead and check out my channel, and also go ahead and check out my vlogs I've got right here. And all of you take care of yourselves. I just said that again. Ad Astra, to the stars.